top stories for Monday, the 20th of November. US companies pull ads from Twitter after Elon Musk endorses a racist post.
The government's Rwanda plan has been dubbed unlawful again.
And in TAB and UK traffic in Belfast, we have nothing to report on at the moment.
US firms including Apple, Disney and Warner Brothers, as we understand it, have paused advertising on Twitter, or now known as X, amid an anti-Semitism storm on the site.
The boycott has also been picking up steam in the wake of an investigation by a US group which flagged ads appearing next to pro-1940s Germany posts on Twitter.
Owner Elon Musk has denied his post was anti-Semitic and has threatened to sue over the advertising investigation.
A spokesperson for the social media platform told the BBC that the company does not intentionally place brands next to this kind of content, and the platform is dedicated to combating anti-Semitism. Liberian President George Meah has called his challenger Joseph Boakai to congratulate him on his victory of the presidential election.
The opposition candidate holds an unassailable lead of 28,000 votes with nearly all ballots counted.
A former football star, President Meah has been in power since 2018. He came into the job on a wave of enthusiasm, especially from younger voters, having won that election also against Mr. Boakai by a large margin.
In an address to the nation, he said the Liberian people have spoken and we have heard their voice. He will step down early next year.
Conservative MP Bob Stewart has announced he will step down as a Member of Parliament for Beckenham after being convicted of a racially aggravated public order offence.
The 74-year-old, who has represented the South East London constituency since 2010, relinquished the party whip after his conviction. He currently sits as an independent and will not seek re-election.
Last month, Westminster Magistrates Court heard Mr. Stewart had been attending an event hosted by the Bahraini embassy when Syed Ahmed Al-Wadi shouted, "Bob Stewart, for how much did you sell yourself to the Bahraini regime?"
Mr. Stewart replied, "Go away, I hate you. You make a lot of fuss. Go back to Bahrain."
An Albanian woman has been jailed for 7.5 years for acting as a fixer for people smugglers, arranging small boat crossings from France to the UK.
Ujazar Kamakaj, who is 32 years of age, facilitated crossings for Albanian nationals before being arrested by NCA officers at her home in Banbury, Oxfordshire in October last year.
Kamakaj was charged with facilitating illegal immigration in September and pleaded guilty to the charge at Oxford Crown Court on the 3rd of November. She was sentenced at the same court on Friday and will be automatically deported at the end of her jail term. The makers of Wallace & Gromit and Shaun the Sheep may have to cease production as they only have enough clay to complete one more feature film.
Aardman Animations, who are behind the painstaking stop-motion animation classic, had a single source for the modelling clay they used in their Hollywood productions.
According to the Daily Telegraph, when Newclay Products announced their plans to shut down in Torquay, Devon, Aardman bought up their entire stock to keep their current projects ticking over.
They are currently working on a new Wallace & Gromit feature set to be released next year exclusively on Netflix, with the exception of the UK where it will debut first on the BBC.
BBC Children in Need have raised a grand total of £33,513,325 this year.
A charity for children with sensory impairment is one of 35 projects to share £2.3 million from the charity in East Yorkshire and Lincolnshire.
14-year-old Lenny Rush has been hailed a star by BBC viewers as he became the first ever child to host Children in Need.
Finally tonight, Rishi Sunak's premiership is in tatters again after the Rwanda policy has been slammed down by the Supreme Court, citing potential breaches of international law.
It means the policy cannot be implemented in its current form. The Prime Minister said the government would work on a new treaty with Rwanda and said he was prepared to change UK laws.
The controversial plan to fly asylum seekers to Rwanda and ban them from returning to the UK has been subject to legal challenges since it was first announced by Boris Johnson in April last year.
The government has already spent £140 million on the scheme, but flights were prevented from taking off in June last year after the Court of Appeal ruled the approach was unlawful due to a lack of human rights safeguards. Here is the viewers' news that we are receiving. UK traffic in Belfast, and everything seems to be okay.
Weather in Belfast, very cold and cloudy. Top temperature is 9 degrees and the low is 6 degrees Celsius.
That's all today. Thank you for watching. The countdown to Christmas starts with only a month to go. Please subscribe and see you next week.